Thanks for staying with Fox 28 Sports Sunday. Yes, it was a busy day in the NFL, but locally some great basketball. The Northern Iowa men's team had its struggles so far this season. A team that's gotten used to playing in the NCAA tournament. The Panthers have lost some tough ones that would have bolstered their tournament resume. And with the Missouri Valley schedule coming up, today was their last chance to get a big non-conference win. Ben Jacobson's team facing another tournament regular, that's St. Mary's. St. Mary's jumped out to a 7-2 lead, but Seth Tuttle put the Panthers on his back in the first half. Jake Cook with the quick dish to Tuttle. He gets the hoop and the harm. Later in the first, Cook uses the bounce pass to Tuttle, who finishes at the rim. And then it's Deion Mitchell with the pass ahead to Tuttle, and he tips it in, sensing a theme. Panthers erase the deficit and lead by 3. Tied at 29 with under 10 seconds to play in the half. Cook to Mark Sonnen, who beats the buzzer. Panthers led by 3 at the break. It was close in the second half until Cook took over. First, he drains the 3-ball. That certainly helps. And then he takes it hard to the rack and gets the floater to fall. 5 points in a row for the senior gives UNI a 7-point lead to swing the momentum for good. Mitchell finds Anthony James open for 3. AJ drains the triple. Panthers up 11, and then Mitchell shuts the door on St. Mary's. Check out this drive. He gets the bucket to fall and the foul. UNI gets that important non-conference win, 82-75. Seth Tuttle led the way with 18 points. Jake Cook contributing in every way you can. Tough road, but a strong finish to the non-conference schedule. Hey, Panthers, your thoughts?
We've seen a number of very good teams, and obviously the very good teams have really good players. So we've had individual matchups where you had to find a way to stop some elite players. And in some cases, we've done a good job of it. There's some other times where we haven't done the job we've needed to do, and I think those experiences are going to help us.
I think they help us just as far as to know what we got to do to get prepared for those type of teams. But, you know, the Valley is a good league, you know, by itself, so we still got to be locked in and prepared for those teams as well.
Let's take a closer look at the Panthers' non-conference slate. Northern Iowa started strong with 3 straight wins, but those were 3 layups. The half-court heaves they had against Louisville and Memphis almost went in, but both games were close. But in both cases, UNI couldn't pull off the upset. As the calendar turned to December, the inconsistency continued. They couldn't top Iowa or upset UNLV on the road, but wins over George Mason and St. Mary's today will definitely help down the road. I can tell you one thing, the Panthers are happy to be done with their non-conference schedule, and their win today couldn't have come at a better time. Speaking of time, Jake Cook hit some timely baskets to help Northern Iowa prevail. Zach Hanley has more.
In a game where the momentum kept shifting back and forth, it was Jake Cook who swung it in the Panthers' favor for good when the senior knocked down a 3 right behind me and then followed that up with a floater.
It certainly gave us some momentum back. They had taken it. It had gone back and forth a little bit in that second half, and they had it at that point. And Jake made the 3. The next play, the tough shot he made on the drive, that gave us back the momentum. And we had to have a couple plays right there, and he made them for us.
I don't know. It's just everyone kept telling me to be aggressive, and that's something I've been working on. On the 3, the guys sagged off, so I figured why not shoot. You know, everyone's a playmaker out there, so when they're called upon, they can make plays.
It's been 14 days since UNI's last win, so closing out their non-conference schedule with a victory is more than just a W in the win column.
The win was certainly big. The way in which we played and got the win today, I think, was as big or maybe even bigger. Just didn't feel like we were determined enough in our last 2 games.
It's a statement win, I think. We had a couple games there that we wish we could have gone our way, but we stuck with it. We stuck with each other. It's definitely a big win and a good way to celebrate Christmas.
The UNI starters combined for 70 points, with 4 of them finishing in double figures. When Anthony James was asked about it after the game, he simply said, "Yeah, we all played good." At the McLeod Center, Zach Hanley, Fox 28 Sports.
Thanks, Zach. It's been a good weekend for Division I college basketball teams in our market. UNI gets the win today. Iowa seems to be on cruise control. The Hawkeyes won in another blowout yesterday, 80-50 over Coppin State, in what turned into a dunk fest from Eric May, Aaron White and company. The Hawks put on a show in their 6 consecutive wins, and that streak the longest for this school since 2004. Now, on one hand, you could look at the blowouts and in-state rivalry wins and say this team is ready to make a run this year. And on the other hand, it's one thing to roll over Coppin State and South Carolina State. Playing in the Big Ten is something completely different. So how good is this team? As the Hawkeyes explain, we'll learn a lot about them when they face Indiana on New Year's Eve.
We're going to find out pretty quick. I think we are. We got some work to do between now and then, without a doubt. But we've got great character, great camaraderie on this team, and our guys will be ready.
I'm really excited. I mean, that's what we all came here for, and that's all we prepared for. So, I mean, they were just ranked #1 in the country. So, I mean, that's self-explanatory. So, I mean, whenever you got a big one like that, you got to bring your A game every time.
Time for another quick break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll head to the gridiron and continue our countdown of the top 5 plays from the Iowa football season. You're watching Fox 28 Sports Sunday. With Fox 28 Sports Sunday. If you're a KFXA lifer, well, you know we've been counting down our top 5 plays of the Iowa football season. If you're not, no reason why you can't start tonight, right? Despite the down year on the gridiron, there were still some bright spots for the Hawkeyes. You saw a couple of examples the last few nights. Tonight we reveal play number 3, and it takes us back to October 13th in East Lansing, Michigan. Weather not cooperating in this one. Score wasn't either until the Hawkeyes rallied late. Mark Weissman ties the game in the 4th quarter. That sends it into overtime. It went to double OT when Greg Castillo comes up clutch. The huge interception to end the game. Iowa beat Michigan State 19-16 to give Kirk Ferentz his 100th career win at the school. The Hawks were 2-0 in the conference at that point. I don't have to remind you, they didn't win another game. So we add the thrilling finish at Michigan State to our countdown. Christian Kirksey's pick 6 against Minnesota was number 5. The emergence of Mark Weissman sits at number 4 against UNI. We will continue our countdown tomorrow on the Fox 28 News at 9. The number 1 play of the year will be revealed on Christmas Day. One more break for us. If we have some time when we get back, we'll take a look at some of the more incredible plays from the sports world in 2012. Thanks for watching Fox 28 Sports Sunday. We hope to see you right around the corner for the CBS 2 News at 10. Now, last night on Iowa Game Day, we left you with some of the bad plays of the year. Tonight, here's the good. Have a great night.